What's up, guys? I don't think I've done this before, and I don't think it's a good idea, but I think it's funny if I do a YouTuber-style breakdown and reaction vid to the new Infinity animated series. Alright, so let's just take a look at the blog and news. Alright, it's pretty cool, it just goes over a little bit. It's got information about the people making it. We're talking Jay Oliva? Jay Oliva, I hope that's right. Produced by Lex Plus Oto Studios and Team TO. And he likes that it looks very different from a lot of other war games. We got some information about the Comic-Con thing that's going to happen on Saturday, July the 27th in 2024, so I'm sure this video will be very dated very soon. Just talking about the voice cast, and we'll go over that later. So, frankly, I think if I was watching this video, I would have not seen the trailer yet, and I'm going to just hit play on the trailer, and I'm going to go all the way through it, and instead of doing like a YouTuber react face, I'll actually do those react faces here. I'll just put them in now. Wow.
They say that whoever controls Silk controls the galaxy. But those who would pervert this gift are threats to humanity's evolution. Such threats must be eliminated.
Who the hell are you?
I have a proposal. What if you were meant for more than a life addicted to Silk?
Maybe I like where I am.
Maybe you should think about giving your life to a cause that really matters. If you devote yourself to a path, you'll become greater than your pain. But only you can take the first step.
Wow. All right, let's do a fun little breakdown of bits in the trailer. So we've got from the start, we got a pretty cool visual of one of the not faster than light gates. It could be one of the big wormhole jump gates that the circulars use, but I'm guessing this is actually supposed to be a Vila booster. So Vila boosters are used, well, now that looks like it could be a wormhole. Vila boosters are used to get people from location to location within a system. I don't think I've ever seen a good illustration from it. I don't know if I've ever seen a good job depicting it in visual fiction. You know, I feel like every video game with space spends a lot of time on the jump gate effect or the faster than light effect. The hyperspace waveform in like Mothership, not Mothership, in Homeworlds, from the Mothership is still burnt into my brain. So we get a depiction of Silk, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if we don't see a lot of Silk visually, actually, ever throughout all the fluff. I mean, I could tell you all about it, and it's mentioned a bunch in the lore, but this sort of just picture, if this is supposed to be Silk, is unusual, and that's cool. It's not really depicted how it's held or stored, just that when it's moved, it's in very secure containers to avoid both tampering and also to avoid theft, because Silk is, the cornerstone of Haq Islam's export economy, and although they have other sources of income, the Silk trade is pretty important. So we've got a soldier. It's a little hard to tell who they are. I think it's intentionally vague. The body plate thing that is so common that also allows her bare midriffs on female models is there. I think it's supposed to look a little bit like maybe a Fusilier or a Junshi or a generic Ghulam. It's pretty common in all of them, as you can see, that sort of central area. But either way, it's kind of cool that they've kept the visual design. I was told from a source that these are maybe supposed to be Druze. They don't look anything like Druze, and therefore I'm ripshit absolutely pissed. I'm inconsolable because these don't have the Druze helmets or the Druze vibe, and they don't look like Druze. But, you know, whatever. Maybe they are contracted mercenaries. See somebody stealing it. I think it's supposed to be our unnamed protagonist. She's in a pretty tattered outfit, and that does lead me to one of the... Oh, there's a fun background guy. One of the few things I was told about this, that there was a bit of a disagreement between Gutierre, being the Infinity lore writer, and whatnot, and the animation team, and I'll go more into this later. The animation team made this character a street rat. I'm under that impression, whereas Gutierre argued that, of course, in Hak-Islam, on the planet Borak, there would be such a robust social safety net that she would not have to resort to stealing, and that's kind of fun. So she runs away. I'm guessing maybe she stole some silk, and my god, I love this attack aircraft. Fun fact, Infinity has actually had vehicles in the rules for a long time. There's a number of things that mention vehicles in 3rd and 4th edition. We've never gotten a big vehicle. Tags don't actually count as vehicles. I feel like there's a bunch of design space that I would just love if they did more stuff with, but whatever. Anyway, if this means we're not going to get this as a vehicle, but I'm sure we're not, but that's fine. The animation looks pretty good overall. For people who aren't aware, the studio that's going to be Lex Otis has a couple products. They did some Valorant cinematic stuff. They did Ark the Animated Series, which I think is so funny. They did Raid Shadow Legends animated stuff. And also they've got like the main thing is it's run by Jay Oliva, and they've got a bunch of stuff to their name. They are not some come from nowhere studio. They've got stuff under their belt. I think about how years ago there was an announcement for a Hunt Showdown thing by like an untested studio and streaming service, and that never came out. And then the rights expired, so I don't think we're ever getting a Hunt Showdown show. But it would be nice. I see that from what I can tell, they've faithfully replicated some of... Yeah, you'll note this new rifle. This is just their resculpted version of the Sayad. The Sayad's the name of the rifle. I think it means like soldier in Arabic. Should know that. And Ascari AS is the manufacturer. So it looks like it's supposed to be kind of like that. You know, the classic rifle with integrated shotgun. Boom! Oh man, that's really gory. Love the fluid effects. So we've got a Assassin Farzan decloaking here. I love the Farzan. I've got 2 Farzan miniatures. One that I didn't do a great job with. It's the lady with the rifle light shotgun. It's going to be this lady down here. And I also actually sought out this one. I didn't do a great job of painting either one, but whatever. I thought to myself, oh, I'll never care that much about the Farzan because they're always in camo state. But then, damn, look at how sick this new one looks. This one is a recent release from CB. And yeah, the Farzans are supposed to be veterans. They're like teachers specifically. They are supervisors in field ops, which is why they sometimes have chain of command, and it's their job to often teach and tutor new members. I don't know why they have ARM in BTS 0. It's for balance, even though this looks like the same gear that other guys have, whatever. That cloak looks so sick. Now, they don't have hidden deployment, and the creators of the show know that, but it looks really sick.
What?
We've got some really pretty animation. I know that it's not supposed to be like ripping off Valorant, but the studio I know did do one of the Valorant cinematics, and I love the way they look. It's got kind of a painter. It reminds me of modern Star Wars cartoons in many ways, in that it's stylized. It's a little anime-esque, right? Like the Star Wars Bad Batch and Rebels cartoons have a certain big eye look to them that I really like. Anyway, it's just cool. I like the way that it looks. It's got the really heavy orange piss filter. It reminds me of the Deus Ex Human Revolution filter where everything has like the golden hue. It's I don't have strong opinions on this one actually, even though I normally have a lot of hot takes on fashion. Looks like they've even rendered some food, which is cool. I see an apple or a candle on the left. I see some buns. That's fun. Is that a Raven Eye or Ensong that describes what it's like for... basically describes a person from Pan-Oceania actually joining the Assassins. I believe she's like a college student or she's like a postdoc or something, and a visiting professor is basically like, hey, you've got a lot of interesting skills. What if you joined this radicalized sect and used that was committed to protecting the human sphere from weird technological horrors? Cool. I can't see that much of the food. It's kind of pointless to look at. Anyway, I love that they've got the underglow effect on the armor. We don't actually see that in this miniature, but of course, eagle-eyed viewers know that the Fide has that all in spades, and it looks so gosh darn sick that, oh, there's a new, I gotta update Human Sphere, that the Fide miniature has that. I love seeing that. So yeah, I mean, we've actually seen his miniature since today. Assassin Kassab, that's right. Man, what a sick looking model, and what a sick looking paint job. This shit goes so hard. Doing the coming out of camo effect is insanely difficult, and I don't know who painted it, but they did a great job. That looks just cool as hell. It's interesting that they gave him, instead of the tactical rock, they seem to have given him an entire tactical building that is rendered out, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to be the top of a building, or if it's supposed to be like a ledge. I'm not really sure, but it's a fascinating choice. It is. People who play miniatures games will joke about tactical rocks, and you can't easily change that. So, like, you know, the argument is, hey, I want to put my miniature inside. Why does he have to stand on a rock? Or, like, over here, he's standing on a corpse. They've given him the biggest possible thing to stand on. The man is standing on an entire sewer system. I think that's sick, actually. So, man, the art for Kassab looks incredibly sick. There's nothing else to say. It's epic. Maya. It's not sculpted the way that most of their miniatures are. Instead, this file here is from the show. Interesting. That's so interesting because throughout this video we see quite a few characters and quite a few objects. I wonder how easy it would be to get them sculpted. Metal miniature of pretty much any of these characters, as long as there's a little work that goes into it and the tooling and dye is ready. We've got, I don't remember what orbital this is, but presumably they're heading to one of the orbitals above Borak. Pretty cool. I love the scale. I saw some comments mentioning that it's got like Dune ripoff vibes, and you know what? Yeah, fair. Everything rips off of Dune. Star Wars rips off of Dune. And Dune rips off of other stuff too. It's good. It's good. It's Praxis. We've got this cute little droid, this Nasmat design droid. And I gotta say, the scale on this is kind of interesting. I guess I never think about how short/tall a silhouette one model is. That's kind of cool. Tactical briefing. That's sick. Well, who do we have here? We have the new girl. I don't know if she's been named. We've got the Nasmat. We've got, I think that's supposed to be a Boktar to the right. Unclear, to the right of that. We've got a Shujay, I believe. Okay, it's possibly that guy. It's possibly the Nadhir. I'm guessing it's the Nadhir because look at the chest pouches. So we've got, how many points do we have? We've got a Nasmat HVT character, Boktar. Again, I can't tell that guy. A Nadhir. I'm pretty sure that's the new Lasik. It's like the same where it's where LASIK surgery gets the name from. It's like a razor. I don't remember what it is. I should brush up my Arabic. Anyway, it looks pretty sick. The rendering style really looks incredible here. Boktar are the females in heavy power armor. They're in the Red Veil set, for example. They're supposed to be all women. I can't remember why. It was some silly reason, but I'm sure that anybody who identifies as a woman is allowed in within the setting. I'm sure. I kind of like this dude's vibe where he's just sort of really eyeballing her. I don't know. It's kind of funny. We've got a quick clip of the taller woman, the Boktar looking at the protagonist lady. Kind of cool. Man, her vibe is off the chain. I like that she's got an earring. We've got Kassab looking. Ooh, look at all these fun reactions. I feel like I could get some good GIFs out of this. Presumably they're dropping in a shuttle. That is not a shuttle design I've seen before. It could be the rock dropship, but it's kind of hard to tell from the rear, as sick as that would be. I don't think this is the rock dropship because the rock dropship is, that being one of the few one of the few vehicles I've seen for Infinity. The rock dropship is, I don't believe it's got a bottom loader here, so this is new. Anyway, I'm sort of bearing the lead because, my God, look at this. I think it's so cool that it's the Assassins that get to be the main characters of this shit. That rips! That rules! And I know that was part of the appeal, right? It's got, like, Having a clip at the start in the Khanate, the Gabkar Khanate, is pretty cool. It's got like almost this Mad Maxi Bartertown vibe, but also you get to have the super awesome Ultra Tech assassins in the same setting. That reminds me of the first time we read the making of notes on Outrage, the first manga, and Kenny Ruiz and the writing company. Oh my gosh, I can't remember who did what. Basically said, yeah, we could have done like a cool story about a bunch of guys fighting the combined army on Paradiso, but that's a little boring. So they went with the much more interesting film noir look, and I think that choosing the assassins instead is far more interesting. Yes, it is not the obvious A to B choice of like sci-fi setting. Let's get some space marines up in this bitch. But I think instead we get something much more diverse and interesting. Oh my god, that knife! They gave him a knife spin. This guy's got an heirloom weapon from Apex Legends. Look at that shit. Look at that. He's just fucking around. That here, that's great. Reminds me of all the models that have like really bad CC but have a knife anyway, like the Shujay. Look at this. Look at this son of a bitch. This guy's never gonna use this knife. Look at that. He's so knife heavy. And from left to right, we seem to get a Lasik. We seem to get the Nadir. We've got the badass girl in the Boktar powered armor outfit. It is cool to be reminded that yes, they are tall as shit because she is in full powered armor. What profiles are they using? As a joke, I can't tell, but I see the Lasik has some sort of sniper rifle, and the Boktar, I can't tell. And then on the right, I'm actually not 100% sure what this guy is. This is presumably the guy in the briefing. He's got silvery legs, and he's got like a hood up. I am not sure who this is. No, I don't know. I have no idea who that is. He's got the visor. It could be could be anybody. I don't know. So we got a cool dig site. This could be on Paradiso. My friend Dave thinks it is. I have no idea. Oh, is he a hacker? He's probably a hacker then. He's probably the buried. Yeah, he's for sure. Well, actually, I can't say he for sure. I don't know shit, dude. Although something I do know is that this show, and here's a reveal for anybody who's still watching. This show is not done. I'm sorry. That's just how these things work. The show is not ready to go. We don't have 25 episodes lined up, as much as that would be nice. How long is it? Let's not worry about that. But it's basically, think of it as a sunk cost to get some more attention in. Like San Diego Comic-Con is a thing where people go to see stuff, right? Like SDCC isn't like Adepticon where you go to play miniatures games. So much of it is just press junkets, right? Like the thing I'm getting at is when you license a product out, they are not necessarily giving you money. And this is an example of that. A fun clip. Where is it? Bounty Hunters! Yes, you better believe that this is the Bounty Hunter writ large. You may be thinking, wait, hold on. So, these guys, are those Pan-Oceania models? Kind of. These are clearly just the authorized Bounty Hunter from the N3 release, and they have just been copy-pasted a bunch. Which, by the way, is good. That's practice once again. I think it's good to reuse assets and models, especially if you got good ones, especially if you've got some genuinely sick concept art and like a pretty good miniature for it. That's a good thing. It is funny to imagine that there are 20 guys who've all rolled booty and every single one of them has a boarding shotgun, though. That model, I believe, is the Tag Raid Antenna objective, by the way, which is also fun. So, who is this? I, at first, was unsure if that's a Toha or a robot. I'm not sure, but this is a cool shot from the Palbot, the Nasmat's vision. I see some business types doing a little TCB. Look at the shoulder pad. I'm trying to tell. No, that is not the same character as this robot face. So, who is that robot face guy? I don't know. Maybe it's a Svengali avatar. That'd be cool. Svengali being the rogue AI, a rogue AI that runs a crime syndicate. Anyway, cool design. I wonder what's their deal, you know? So we see some more action. There's a briefcase. People are getting picked off. Some slash'ems. And then all of a sudden, boom. Holy cow. We got the aliens. We sure do have an Umbra Legate. Wow. Oh my god. What a cool bit of animation. It's so cool that this barely loads. Okay, so we've got a big-ass Boktar with maybe a Red Fury. Maybe a viral rifle. I'm not sure, but it looks sick. It looks genuinely sick. Another very memeable moment. Oh my god, what a great piece of animation. So you see a guy in a visor about to get his face crushed. Oh my god, by the Svengali bot. I'm not sure if it's Svengali, but I'm guessing. incredibly cool. I love to see it. I love to see a guy using some camo tactics in close combat. Really sick. That Umbra Legate has a very high CC though, man, so I'd be careful. And it's got a Vorpal weapon. Oh my good god, that looks so sick. We've got a little dueling between Kassad and the robot character. Again, I do not believe that this is a Toha or anything, just based on the visuals. But I've been wrong before. We get the combat jump / super jump on display. I love to see it. I've only got one Buktar, but oh yeah, she's got the Red Fury. But hell, maybe I just needed a second one, even though I don't think I'll ever use two. It looks so sick. We have Kassad with his visor crushed coming out of camo again. Remember, you can always go back into camo state. We have either what seems to be an artillery shot from space and a pretty cool visual of the entire region. I think those are supposed to be other trucks or whatever. That's neat. Could be a combat jump guy, I don't know. Could be the Umbra showing up in a drop pod. We've got our protagonist, and she's got the Red Fury with an alternate design. I think it's supposed to be the Red Fury. I like that it's got a bipod, by the way. I don't think I've seen very many Infinity models with bipods in general. Trying to lug it up. Very sick. More shots of the Red Fury lady. Multiple Umbras. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of points. A guy getting his chest blown up. I wonder who that was. Rest in peace, that dude. A lot of... Oh, holy cow, there's like so many people there all of a sudden. Oh, man, well, I guess... Well, if you were paying attention, you know one character who's not going to be surviving through the end. Interesting. Okay, who is that? That, on the left, is maybe... I'm not sure. It could just be a unique design. I was thinking it might be the post-human helmet. The post-human Mark V helmet, but I don't think so. No, it looks pretty different. Hey, you know what? That's good. I think it's good when guys just have lots of different designs and don't feel obligated to only stay within the universe. That's good. That's woke. We've got lots of just terrific animation here all the way through. And then the last clip we've got, I think that's supposed to be the Lasik with a rifle showing up. Clearly has missed the start of the fight. And we just see some dude just shooting a bunch of bullets, and there's just some gun kata happening. I don't know. It's pretty sick. What a trailer. So let's go over some of the names in this really quick, and then, yeah, we've got Jay Oliva. Jay Oliva's got a pretty substantial IMDb listing, actually. Oh my god, he worked on... There's a Heavy Gear animated series? Isn't Heavy Gear like... Oh, boy. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Look at this. This is... He worked on this? This is the goods. So, he's got like a bunch of cartoon things that he's done. The main reason I'm going over is like, he's got a fun kinetic style that I've actually seen some of. I actually saw this one, Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox. I liked it. I saw a bunch of Young Justice and liked that. We got a voice by Zara Fazal. Looks like she voiced some characters in Young Justice Outsiders. Halo. I am not familiar with some of these characters. Well, that's cool. AI announcer and narrator in Apex. Okay, cool. I know who that is. I know what that sounds like. Titanfall 2 Systems AI. Okay, I can actually picture her voice now. We've also got Jason Spizak. Looks like he's got another wide variety of roles, many of which I've seen. Rocket Power. You know I love it. Lux Bonteri in Clone Wars. Well, I know what this guy's voice is now, and I'm not... Wow, I'm starting to realize there's no point to be going into detail on all these actors because they might not have that many lines, and this is, like, kind of boring. But, yeah, they all seem like very competent people, and it does seem like they've mostly gotten Middle Eastern and North African, Central Asian actors to voice what I'm guessing are various Middle Eastern characters. Although, of course... they don't have to be Middle Eastern. The Hassas and Baram recruits from across the human sphere. One thing I find interesting, we got Nick Tarabe. I only know him because I was like, who's this guy? He looks familiar. He was Kotiar on The Expanse. That was Avasarala's, like, second-in-command guy. Neat. Fun. Anyway, this was just a weird video about Infinity Paradise Lost. Let's hope it gets picked up soon, and let's hope it's good. I guess this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.